Hey guys, today in the lead up to the drop of their latest single, The Border, I'm joined by Sam, JJ and Josh of Sydney-based alt-rock trio Indigo Point. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. How's it going?
Fantastic, going well, going well. A couple of days out, we're going well. Just had a rehearsal.
It's really good to hear. So your new track, The Border, is due for release this Friday the 30th. How does that feel? I'd imagine you guys must be excited.
Well, it's by far the biggest release we've done so far. I've done a couple more smaller ones, but all been sort of building up towards this moment, more or less. So we're kind of trepidatious, trying a lot of new things. A lot of things are quite new in COVID. There's no old playbook anymore, so I don't know. We're just throwing stuff out there. We're fishing. We're seeing what we can catch.
Yeah, no, definitely experimenting with your sound and everything, just seeing what works. Like now's definitely the time for it.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit more about the track. What was the inspiration behind it or the message you want listeners to take away from it?
Well, this track, it came to me so bloody quickly. I was in the studio with JJ. We were writing, was it Tapestry, our last one?
No, you finished Tapestry and then we recorded. The recording's another thing.
Yeah, I played this riff on my guitar, and JJ didn't like it at first.
Hey, no. I promoted it.
I wrote it down. I recorded it. I went back. I did it all up. We all liked it. What's it about? It's about a frustrating feeling of unfulfillment. You're striving really hard and you're just not getting anywhere. That's essentially it. It's just a song about sort of trying your best, breaking out.
Just keep going.
Yeah, keep going. That's a good one. Yeah.
And what's the relevance of this message to you guys in particular then? Like, is this in relation to your music or your lives, or just a message you think is necessary to share with people?
I think we were kind of at a spot right when we decided. So the guys they wrote this in January, so we were at a spot when it all kind of got locked down. That it's like what we kind of had a few questions like, what are we going to do next, and what are we going to do to get out of the rut? And I think that's part of the song. The message in the song worked out really well, and the song timing just worked out really well. We just said, stuff it. We're gonna do it all.
Yeah. We showed it to our manager. He really liked it. We showed it to our friends. They really liked it. It had that sort of that poppy vibe, that sort of earworm kind of effect. So we thought, look, as this has options, why not? Yeah, why not go as far as we can? Yeah.
So as for the sound of the single, what can fans expect from The Border compared to your previous releases then?
A bit more done, I think. So this is the first time that we had put out, sorry, no, not quite the first time, but near the first time we've been working with more advanced recording processors, that sort of thing.
We've got a good team on this one.
We've got a team. We worked on it hard. We recorded it all. We recorded it all here in my place, in my studio. But we did it all up. We, built our own acoustic treatment. We chucked it in there.
Then we went to the internet to find some good people.
Yeah.
We ended up getting the song mixed by Barrett Jones, who's best known for producing the first Foo Fighters album.
Oh, okay.
He was great to work with on that.
Yeah, he added a sort of a launch to it,
Yeah, he made it Barrett, which is cool.
Yeah, it's very Barrett. But so in terms of sound, what you can expect, I think actually Barrett put it kind of best. He said the guitars and drums are recorded way too hot. So take that.
It's loud.
Think what you want of that. So
well, that's what it's like it at Listen Loud. So you mentioned you started this in January then, is that correct? So how long's the process been in total putting this song together?
Too long. And look, we had a lot of delays because of the lockdown. We were thinking, okay, well, we're not going to release something until we can gig on it, until we can go and promote it and play. And we couldn't play for the longest time until we just went, stuff it. It's been too long. We have to get music out there. We just went with this one anyway. Also, we did decide that after we got our distribution deal with some company called Symphonic Distribution, which also prompted us to release something that we thought had good viability. But yeah, it's been too long. We wouldn't, I don't think, want to wait this long on a song ever again, just because we're so bloody sick of it. So after recording the music video. Yeah.
So you mentioned some friends and family have already heard the track. What's the response been like so far, and how do you anticipate fans will respond to this after the release on Friday?
You want to answer that one?
Yeah, no. JJ, you show the most of the people.
Yeah, he's leaked the music video himself.
Yeah, he did.
Shut up. I mean, if you show it to friends and family, it's always going to be positive. But the reception for this one has been, I mean, something a bit different. It's you know, a lot of people, at least to me, have said, you know, this could be like a really, you know, great song for summer and a really good breakthrough song for you guys. So, I mean, it's always good getting advice from friends and family and seeing what they think, but getting it out to the people who've never heard of us and getting them to listen to it is the real challenge.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see how that goes on Friday. I did listen to it myself just the other day, and it's definitely, from what I can tell, a step up from your previous work. So super excited to see how that all goes for you guys on Friday. You mentioned fans can also expect a music video to accompany the track. Can you tell me a bit more about that? Who was involved, or when or where was that filmed and put together?
Yeah, so that was actually another friend of ours, Roderick. He directed the video, and he and I actually went to school together and kind of split into different industries just a little bit. But yeah, no, we kind of developed the idea for the music video just by looking at everyone that kind of influences our sound and what we kind of want to do live and musically and everything like that. And we kind of pay a homage to them through the video. But putting it together, we shot in a few different places around the city.
We went overboard with it. We set up a drum kit and we got all those instruments out in the middle of the water at Rose Bay. And we just trashed the kit in the middle of the water. I feel like, especially JJ, who was just like thrashing that kit around at the very end of the clip. And we thought we'd put the junk away in the bin. We thought we had in the, because we found a slip up on the street after the shoot. This is at night. So we put the stuff in, little did I know, the guys put the stuff next to the kit. I wasn't involved in this at all.
Hey, relax. We got in trouble. That's the moral of the story. We don't need to go into detail. But shut up. We play in the middle of the water in the ocean. That's the main bit of the movie.
And people called us out on Facebook because apparently it had found its way back into the sea again. So people had. So yeah, it was a bit of sometimes. But yeah, we were. I don't know.
Overboard is a good word.
We went overboard. We went overboard on several occasions. We walked into a pub way out west in ridiculous clothes.
Well, congrats to any of the fans who found that rare water damage merch.
Yeah.
So will that music video be dropping this Friday as well, or will we have to wait for that a bit longer?
It will be on Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Okay, well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. So following this release, what else is in store for Indigo Point over the next couple months?
We have our next single coming out November 20th. That's going to be called Take a Bow. Another song we wrote around the same time as we wrote The Border. That one, however, was recorded at JMC by our good friend Alex Goldberg, good producer friend of ours. That'll be coming out November 20th. We are working on another single to be released in January called You Know. You'll see that one coming out then. We have another single in the works.
Lots of music.
Another single.
Yeah.
Lots of good music.
Got a lot of shows coming up.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah, we're playing Lazy Bones, playing Soda Factory, playing Hideaway, playing Frankie's, playing a lot of places. Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like you guys have been really busy the past couple months getting all this prepared.
Yeah, a little bit.
A bit stressful, but yeah, nearly done. At least one thing.
Yeah, we're there. 2 days.
So you've got a lot of singles coming up then. Is there also plans for an EP or an album soon as well, or is it just the singles at the moment?
There is. We're kind of still working out the album. We are looking to do an album, but we want to make sure it's something that we can kind of almost go into hiding to write. So we spend all the time together and just make sure it's, every time you release something, it's got to be better than the last one. So doing an album's got to be up,
Yeah.
We're trying to work on it.
I want to put as much into as we can, resources wise and
Mhm.
You know, so without gigs, it's been a bit,
But
hard to
yeah,
escape everything.
no, an album
Yeah.
is on the way.
Yeah, we were also talking about like a compilation EP several
Sure.
times, though. Well, yeah, sure.
Some stuff.
Yeah, no, we started off with an EP, and we just sort of felt, well, while we're still building up our sound, building up our audience, singles are the better way to sort of put more into each track and get it out there further. But yeah, definitely an album will happen.
Yeah, and that's a great approach, trying to obviously make everything better than the last and just pushing yourselves and what you're capable of creating. So definitely looking forward to seeing how all of that comes and turns out over the next few months. Lastly, for anyone who's unfamiliar with Indigo Point, how would you guys describe the band in just a few words?
Take it away, man, a few words. Go, quick.
Rock music.
Nah, go on, give it a try.
Look, we're all very different
Yeah.
people. We're all
Yeah.
such different musicians.
Mhm.
We put us together as kind of.
I guess it's a blend of like, Sam's into more like classical rock and technical rock, Matt's into pop rock, and I'm into the more heavier rock. So if you sort of blend all of that, that's kind of what we bring to the table.
Okay, definitely a bit more than a few words, but I'll take it. That does unfortunately bring us to the end of the interview today. But again, thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been such a pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having
no
me.
worries. Again, can't wait for Friday's release. I'll drop that link down in the description below so fans can go check that out. And to everyone watching, be sure to check out the full article on listenloudblog.com and like and subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date with the latest. I'll see you next week. Bye.